Welcome to Channel 831 Novel. This is grafting gem in field. Again, check out this kiwi orchard, but now some avocados in the mix. You'll hear the goats in the background. We're in Aptos, California, and we're gonna top work 6 seedlings of different shapes and sizes. And I'm gonna basically walk you through my thinking. All right, this is a big vegetative sucker. Like a kiwi vine was growing on it. It's coming back down to like the lowest possible, low but high. They have to be the high point. So it's coming back to right here, and then these limbs higher than these, and I'll clean that up. But outward towards the right, and then on this one I'm coming down low, way back like at 3 feet. Check out the tree. All right, let me get to it. Let me shape it first. A lot of wind right here, so it's better that we bring it back. And it's vegetative, so like fruitless growth, so it's bring it back so we can access it. All right, let me shape. Okay, take a look. Stump this back about waist high, and then again even pencil thick limbs worked in, favoring finger-sized ones. Okay, because I'm thinking I'm gonna slip the bark and bark graft these. And then some cleft, this one, the cleft, and then a bark right here. I think I'm gonna go lamb, and then on the higher one, I already tried this slips very easily, so I'm gonna slip a bark graft right there, and then I want to tie in lower. I only want to give one apical dominance. Ideally, I want to come in even lower. Knee high. And these ones just nursing. Hopefully they pick up and kind of cover. All right. Bark graft. A long whip and a short cut. Sorry, one-handed. Sorry. Okay, inward growth to protect. Sorry about the goat. It's been recently relocated. All right. Line it up. Don't over insert it. I'll line it up and wrap it, but that's one. Okay. This is a Schick injector knife blade on a X-Acto knife handle. So bark graft. All right, let me wrap. All right, check it out. In field, it's dusty, it's dirty, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, just wanted to show you. Sorry about not being able to show the cuts, but I'm kind of fighting daylight. But I like to pressure myself so I go faster. All right, so this is the whip. I'm sorry, the cleft graft. Spliced out host branch in half. Okay, I'm trying to catch it low, so it's going to be these 2, 3. Sorry. Take a look on the gem axis. It's going to be 3 lower clefts outward facing, and then the high bark, and then keeping some shade and canopy and nursing branches. And then this axis is going to be lamb has bark and 2 clefts. All right, take a look. Shaped in top dork multi-graft lamb. We have 3 clefts. Okay, all cheated, wedged out. Man, I wish I could describe it, but yeah, you know how I slightly cheat the scion so it always sticks out as to guarantee an intersection point. Capped it right here, clean cut it, and then right here bark graft, couple nursing branches, and then tied up down here. Cleft, 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 sandwiched bag, nursing for this axis. This vegetative shoot, seedling shoot, is basically nursing the right gem axis. And that little shoot is nursing the lamb axis. All right, so leave a little bit of couple outs just to continue to draw. And then again, apical dominance is going to win. So this is drawing for these. And then this is drawing for this limb. And then that's drawing for that limb right there. All right. Next one, right here. Again, I should have showed you, but I just hand sawed it. It was that, I can't even see it. It was that. Now it's opened. I'm going multi-shoot. I'm going 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going on the high side. Here, let's walk through this prune shaping right here so you can pick my brains. Okay, this one's losing. Okay, to these other ones. This one, overlap, and it's a weakling. Overlap and a weakling. Okay, so now I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one, I like to be that low, but most of the scaffolding is up here. No, I'm gonna. It's thinner. It's thinner. That's the excuse. It's thinner. So yeah, just these 5 limbs right here. I'm gonna work them all. I'm gonna do a bark right here. If it slips, I'll do a bark. And then this one, inward upright. Most shape continue to open out. See a lot of wind, so it's better that we bring it back. Probably graft onto this. This will be my nursing branch, but bring it back. This one's way out here, no nursing, so I'll graft right there tight. I can't be out on this one either, so I'll be in there tight again. Then this one, I'll be on the high, and the low downward shaping one or oriented one will be my nursing. And there are just a couple leaves. And then up here, it'll be trying to leave a couple outs. I'll go right here. I'll leave those little weaklings as nursing, and then bring it back. That right there I'm tying onto right here. Again, a lot of nursing, but I always want to continue to draw up. All right, let me get into it. All right, first up, cleft graft. All right, I like when it's gnarly and it has those bumps right there, because that's what's going to be peeking out, guaranteeing me an intersection point right there. Look. Bam, 2 points on the high side, the top and the bottom, if I can explain it. So see right there, that guarantees an intersection point right there, and then it goes back in. So two guaranteed intersecting points, and then I'll line it up on the outside right here. Okay, you two can be a pro. Just follow me. All right, it's kind of windy. I gotta do it. I gotta tie. All right, hold on. So this is in field. I need some meta glasses or something. Comment down below, bro. Should I get some meta glasses to capture the action? All right, that was the first cleft graft. Now wrapped up with the green landscaping tie, just to really choke up on it. And then again, right there, cheated. You see? And then so that's it, guaranteed intersection point. And then I kind of make it bulge out a little bit over here so that there's another guaranteed intersection point right there. And now I bite. Okay. choke up on that. And then this is a little nursing branch, and I'm gonna be right there too. Okay, let me get to it. Let me get to it. Running out of daylight. Let's go. Sloppy and long bark, but I believe in it. It'll take. All right, take a look. Tree number 2, tagged, gem, cleft, cleft. I need to tie that. Cleft, nursing, bark, cleft, and a nursing. Okay. Tree number 3. All right, take a look at the tree. These ones are twin suckers, and I'm gonna favor the thicker one. It's this one, and this one seems to be younger, but you just have to favor one because like they're already gonna start growing into each other anyways. So going with this one, and again, 4. Sidetrack los chivos, the goats. All right, back to it. Kiwis. Different angle right here. All right. Again, grafting gem in field. Let's go. Once again, take a look. Twin suckers came off, second and a small third. Right there. And then now just count off 4, 1 in each direction. 1, 2, I'm gonna go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, keeping some nursing, but I'm gonna go right here. Again. Well below half, I would say. Lower third. Lower fifth, really. All right, come back, don't be scared. Okay, take a look, I opened it up. The highest one is gonna be a nursing. I always want to draw up, but then again, I'm gonna attach something right here. Maybe a bark, and then 2 or 3 outs. And then again, a couple more nursing branches. All right, stay tuned. All right, let's just shape it. Sorry, I'm kind of gassed. All right, just hold on, let me get my pruners. All right, check it out. Since it has a ladder, I'll use that as a nursing. And I'll just leave it like a little neck to see if I decide to work it. This one, there's nothing on here. I'll probably tie in pretty close. And then again, I'll tie in pretty close on this one too. And then right here. Yeah, this one, nursing. We'll tie onto the main one right here. And we'll use the lateral downward pointing one as the nursing. Again, leave a couple of buds, some leaves for sure. And then just, we'll tie right here. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3 cleft grafts. This is going to be nursing. I might tie to the lower one or here. Either I tie here or here. But I think I'm going to just clean this up. And I'll tie onto this one. The lower one's going to be nursing. And I'll tie onto the top one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright, let me get to it. Alright, this is the 5th seedling. The 5th avocado seedling getting grafted. Again, this is gem. And this one's an easy one. It's so young that we're just going to go with these 3 leading shoots. 1, 2, 3. Cleft grafts. Okay, let me wrap. Alright, take a look. See how it's slightly peeking out? And it was thin. So it's bulging out on this side. It's kind of lined up along with the top wall, but always slightly bulging, peeking out. Line it up so that it pushes. It's pushed out. So you'll have an intersecting point up here and an intersecting point down there. Okay. Just wanted to show you, but I have to properly wrap. Two other examples right here, same thing. Apologize to the zoom. There it is. Again, that's a little corner peeking out. And then another one right there. It's a small tree, but in this case I would rather them fight it off and then just go one. It's a lot of grafts for a small tree. I'd rather it just let them fight each other, and we'll go with the lead, with the strongest. Survival of the fittest. Alright, that's sealed. Now, green landscaper's tie. And that's the tree pretty much, the grafted tree. And then sandwich bag. And then hooded with lunch bags, lunch brown bags. Set this little sucker back. And we're gonna go just with one. Clean it up. So yeah, two lower nursing branches and our grafts are high. A third little nursing branch right there as well. I'm gonna leave it. Cleft, cleft, cleft. Once again, gem. It's tagged. 3 cleft grafts. Now that big one right there. That's a seedling that flowered and set fruit for the first time. So I'm gonna keep some production. But the production's high. One of these limbs. But then they're also touching this cable and creating wounds, room for infection. Oh, here's the fruit set right there. So that's a seedling. I think I'm gonna go right there, because this is on this lateral one right here. And I'll just go one more node and cut right there. It's high. It's high, but again, this is going to be a multi-graft. I'll put some gem on this too. And then I'm thinking everything above the wire. Everything above the wire for sure. And then cleaned up lower branches. Standardize it. 3 feet off the ground. Commercial operation. You can't sell fruit if it touches the ground. But yeah, this flowered. And nothing, the fruit's up higher. Oh, there's one right there. But yeah, I'll just clean up lower limbs. You don't want your fruit crawling on the ground. Pests are gonna get it. So we are gonna sacrifice some production. It's all right. Okay, take a look. Sorry, I'm pinching. I wanted to shrub out to protect the crop, and then I just trimmed anything downward growth. Clean up downward growth, and then especially if it's just vegetative. So that right there, downward growth. Okay, bring it in. I'm trying to have a crop. So I'm working with it. Like, take a look. This vegetative shoot. It's young, it's a young flush. It flowered, no fruit. I'm looking at all of it. And then so it's gonna come back. Okay, excessive, but it's okay. Trying to have it swoop up like a strong arm. Okay, so bring it up and they're gonna grow thicker. It's gonna be able to hold the crop. I'm thinking I'm gonna graft onto this right here, some gem coming in low. So this is a good possible gem axis right here. Let me keep looking. Again, downward. Touching the ground. I'm looking for flower. There's not even any flower. I'm sorry, there's flower. I see the panicles. I'm sorry, there's the flowering panicles, but no fruit set. So then I just follow it back up and take off this seedling sucker, the shoot, seedling shoot. Again, cleaning up. There's gonna be some on this one. Yep, I knew it. And then so that one, just a stress cut, pressuring it to hold. Impending doom, severe attack, reproduce, next generation. So it'll hold. And then take a look at these. Again, we're looking, you could kind of just tell the tenderness. It's not gonna hold fruit, it needs to be stronger. So then it's gonna go back to the node where the limb is, where there is production. So favor, and then this one downward facing. Favor productive limbs. If you have production and it wants to go, favor that limb. Okay, a young tender growth right here, same thing. It's down low. It's low. It's already, something's already biting it. So it's better that we clean it up. And no production. No production on it. Again, we're trying to have a harvest. And there's some right there. But it's kind of low. It's two of them. Production's on that one. So we'll cut this sucker. Call it like that. Oh no, you know what? I like this. I'm on the top work. This is gonna be a gem graft right here. And then right there, production, adding cut. Just that new growth, that new shoot, that new flush. Pinch it. Again, it'll go multi-shoot, more foliage to photosynthesize, and then it'll also protect the crop. Coming around, downward growth. Just gotta follow it back up, all the way up here. Alright, that's cleaning all around. Again, this is production. Yeah, right there. Yeah, but I'm just gonna bring it back because it's the lowest. Alright, now I'm gonna bring down its height and still clean up the middle. Alright, take a look at the shape. Again, lower lateral are in production. And then I opened it up. Right now it's looking like 3, 1, 2, 3 majors. and then left a lot of scaffolding outward facing branches on the 3 major ones. Again, production, favoring production limbs right there. And especially this one. You can see right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's pretty good. More production right there. Again, pinched it so it'll fork out. And then a lot of foliage to protect the crop. And then it'll be right here. Gem bark. Gem bark, and I'm gonna bring this in. But this will be a nursing branch, but it'll be right there. Buddy tape. Alright, we're gonna insert this whip right here. Okay, long whip right there. And then just a little driving cut so that it goes in smoothly. And we'll go around. Drive. But you want to leave it sticking out right there because that'll fill in. It'll callus. Versus if you were to stick it and drive it in too much, it'll callus and push away from the graft. It's a long whip, it'll still take, but still it'll kind of push out. But you want it to kind of hump over and brace itself. So leave it a little bit sticking out. Now tie. Alright, another good bark. It's slipping easily. But again, leave it slightly peeked over. And then I brought it back. I'll bring it back even further. Again, just 2-3 leaves. 2-3 good buds, and keep an eye on them. And then another one right here. I'm only grafting 2, assigning either that one or this one or both as the gem axis if they take, but I want to leave one open for Carmen. I'm going to be back with some Carmen. But I'm grafting on the 2 axis, attempting with gem. Alright, those are 2 good bark grafts right there. Alright, take a look. It's tagged gem axis. Again, production, just to get him there. Just to get him excited. There's production off of the seedling. Gem on a younger vegetative shoot right here. I was able to really choke up on that bark graft. And then another bark graft, cleft. On the older growth, thicker trunk, bark, cleft, and that'll be Carmen later. All right, now walking backwards, I would need to sandwich bag these for a humid dome, and then hood them with the brown lunch bag. But let me walk backwards. Three cleft on a younger shoot. Again, let them compete. I would only really, ideally, on such a small tree, I really only want 1. These ones are sandwich bags already. Just need the lunch brown bag. Again, cleft and the bark. Take a look. This one going one in every which way with a couple nursing branches. and gem. Again, all gem. And then this is the only, and this is already hooded up right here. With the landscaper tie punched through the bag, just so it'll hold it, and then choke up a little leash up onto the branch. And date. But again, the axes are labeled gem and lamb. 21 days, like around 21 days. And then this one right here, this is the bacon. This is the bacon. B-type pollinator. Take a look once again. Gem, lamb, multi-graft. Gem. This is gem as well. Need to tag it. Gem. That one's tagged gem. And again, the bigger one, that one's a multi-graft. Again, seedling production. Seedling production, you can see right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gem attempts. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned for updates. Thank you.